Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, September 24 of 2024, and I'm Giovanni Benacour. This is a recording previous to the open of the U.S. session. All right, so we saw that markets yesterday really didn't have that much of volatility. They remained really cautious. Most of the indices are in all-time highs. Today, the markets are seeing some move to the upside. This is also mainly coming out of China. That they're gonna be boosting their their economic stimulus packages. It's gonna be one of the most aggressive stimulus packages since the pandemic. So this has pushed indices across the globe in Europe, in Japan, obviously in China. They move higher, and in the US right now they're also looking to be up and into the green. So let's take a look at the 30-minute chart to see what sort of fluctuations can we speculate for today. So 20,982 continues to be the all-time high for the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq and the Russell are the two that are not in sync with the S&P and the Dow, which are making new all-time highs. And so therefore, in this half an hour chart, we see how the markets have retreated or pulled back from making this nice move to the upside. Let's take a look at using the Fibonacci retracement, and let's just do all of. Now, you may want to use the just body of the candle, but I like to use the wick as well because it is part of the chart, and for some reason the market went to it. So we see here that the market usually will retrace and rebound of some sort of levels. And we've seen here that the market has rebounded off the 50-day moving average. Actually, it's quite ordinate, this move to the upside. Since it has rebounded, we see that this was a strong move to the downside, and it was quickly recovered. That's why the candle closed not down here but here, but it closed above the 50-day moving average. So that's giving us some momentum to the upside, and therefore we can come here and speculate that retracement could probably come in and revisit that golden ratio, that golden proportion of the Fibonacci retracement tool, which is 0.618. So at least we can speculate that in the next half an hour, the market will come towards this. And then when the market opens, probably that momentum will propel the markets even higher to meeting that double top that was created early in the session. So that's the reading for the Nasdaq. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. So S&P 500 kind of doing the same scenario as the Nasdaq. Okay, this one is rebounding right now off the 20-day moving average, which is the middle line of the Bollinger Bands to the upside. So 5,800 is going to be that new all-time high whenever we get to it, right? So perhaps by the end of the week we'll be there. So let's see how we move to the upside. On Friday we're gonna have that preferred measurement for the Fed. So let's keep that in mind as well. But moving to the upside for now, let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow is having a bit more of a choppiness, if you will. It's not rebounding off any moving average. RSI is still above the 50 marker, which indicates a momentum to the upside, bullish momentum to the upside being built or starting to be built. So we can come here and speculate that the market, if it does fluctuate to the downside, it'll find some support right around the moving averages, which it repelled to the upside. So 42,606 is the target for today. Let's see if we get to there today. Then we have the Russell. The Russell is actually fluctuating to the downside completely, really different scenario. On the if you notice on the Dow, we had the 20 and the 50 inverted. So the 50 was up below the 20, and here we have it above the 20. So the market is actually stuck between them two. This could also just come in and tell us that, you know, more participation is being waited for the market, or is creating a coffin of congestion, and it could probably just break up to the upside or follow the direction that is being doing and break to the downside. Initially, obviously, we want to be able to have a candle that closes below the 20-day moving average to come in and take that movement to the downside in the Russell. Okay, let's take a look at crude oil. So crude oil finally has hit $72. It fluctuated to the upside. You see this nice level of congestion, just consolidation, and just breaking up to the upside. So this is obviously also falling somewhat behind of what the the markets are meaning to do or are looking to do in reality. Oh shoot! Sorry about that. So the markets are just, they're looking to continue moving to the upside. You know, China, its economy is actually just moving higher and longer. So we do have a lot of different things that are happening in the crude oil market. One of those obviously is that China is actually buying more cheaper crude oil from Russia, and so that sort of brings a depressing. This is depressing the global oil complex, because there's more of that expensive oil on the markets, and since China is one of the biggest consumers and they're trying to stimulate their economy, they're going to leave that more expensive oil in the markets. So why would crude oil be obviously fluctuating to the upside? Well, because we still have that scenario in the Middle East, you know, Israel and all that whatnot. So we actually right here in this half an hour chart, we've seen how the market are doing just equal highs, equal lows, right? Basically right here, starting to doing that again. So that, even though the candles are taller, the RSI so far is out of the overbought territory, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to be there. I mean, we could also come in and speculate that the market has found its top and it will then fluctuate to the downside. The first level of support will be that 20-day moving average, and the second one will be the 50-day moving average. Okay, we do have the 200-day moving average way down there next to the lower Bollinger Band. But for now, I'm still speculating that the market has fluctuated to above that $72 psychological resistance level, and it's done a throwback towards the $72 level, and from here is looking to find more participants so they can continue to the rally to the upside. The first target will be that upper band of the Bollinger Band, so keep that in mind. Then we have Nat Gas. Okay, so Nat Gas. Then we have Nat Gas here. Let's take a look at Nat Gas. Nat Gas is right here, just above our levels of resistance that we have placed yesterday. So we might obviously want to raise that puppy. Oh, wait a minute. We actually didn't do the resistance for crude oil, which I'm gonna place it to the top Bollinger Band, and the support, I'm gonna use the 50-day moving average as a level of support right there. Okay, and then Nat Gas. Let's go back to Nat Gas. Sorry about that. So Nat Gas had already fluctuated to above our level of resistance. And now it's just really pulling back, retracing. 50-day moving average is going to be one of those levels that we're going to take a look at, keep a radar, our eyes on, so see if it rebound from here. Okay, but anyhow, let's just bring our level of support to 460. Okay, let's see if first the 50-day moving average will act as a nice level of support for Nat Gas, or will it just continue? Will it just find already made a stop and just now begin to fluctuate to the downside. Gold. So gold was pushing higher throughout the week, last week, and somehow yesterday. It did fluctuate above that 2,636, making a new all-time high. It just kissed that 2,640, and from here it has retraded. Look at this nice level of covenant congestion of sideways trading, lateral movement, and from here it tried to do a breakout, and it did so towards that 2636, but it's quickly retreating from there. Obviously, profit taking is making a role in here. It did cross the 20 and the 50, but it did find support on the lower Bollinger Band. Now, the bullish case for gold is obviously that the geopolitical uncertainty continues to just to be there, to be present, and that isn't going to go away anytime soon. So let's just be in realistically. Actually, things might be looking to even escalate in the Middle East. So all of that is bringing a lot of those investors in that area that are heavy players into a safe haven, which is basically gold. So I speculate that we'll be looking to do another leg, and perhaps I'm gonna do it now, 2640, come back to the high 2640. So let's see what will happen. Then we have silver. That silver is actually being silver. Where is my, like I said, 3150. That's way too high for it to right now, since we're just doing. So 31,200 is going to be that level for silver, and that support for silver is going to be 3040 in the 30-minute. We are just sideways trading, very, very sideways trading, waiting for some more participants for silver. They might just keep it around 30 and not really go much higher. So then copper, then looking at copper has actually already fluctuated to the upside, broken that level of resistance we had placed yesterday. So we need to raise that puppy up. 446 is a nice level that for it. Then we have here the 200-day moving average as a level of support for copper. All right. So the moving averages are mostly in almost like in a 45-degree angle, which both of them are in that degree. That's just showing momentum to the upside, bullish momentum to the upside being built. So just stay with the trend, moving higher. Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has been doing what it does, making moves to the upside, but just really not really giving us more of the participation. There's a lot of news that perhaps that Binance ex-CEO, Mr. Cheng is going to be released from prison by the end of the month. And so that could probably bring more participants, more liquidity, more money into Bitcoin, and that'll probably make Bitcoin even higher, take it even higher. So 65,000 is that number that we want to be able to see that Bitcoin has close above, and then we'll see 70,000 right above that. So I'm going to leave the same levels of resistance and support for Bitcoin, looking to move higher. Then we have the euro. The euro actually, there's a strong bullish scenario for the euro, for the currencies. But again, 112 is our target. Let's see if we get there by Friday. So far we're seeing a nice move to the upside. We do have the 200-day moving average coming in closer to the other moving averages. So when we ever have the 50, which is the yellow line, crossing from below the 200-day moving average, that's the golden cross. So we could expect that at that conjunction, that crossing, the market should show us a momentum to the upside. Okay. Now, as we move, as the market move, perhaps obviously the 20-day is going to move first below the 50, and so that will be also a early sign or early trigger to the upside. And as obviously, as I said, as the moving averages move up above or from below the 200 moving average, which is the white line, then we'll continue to see the momentum to the upside. So RSI in the 30-day chart is further away from bentering overbought territory, so we still have plenty of room for that to happen. Then we have the pound. The pound is just pounding away. So as we see, the market has fluctuated below the 50-day moving average, below the lower Bollinger Band, but it did fluctuate strongly, and then it's just started to just rebound off the 20-day moving average medium, just as so, and just as so, and now is looking to reach that 134. And that's gonna happen, and a lot of things gonna happen across the board if we see that the dollar index just continues to plummet below that 100. That 100 level marker is so important. It's such a strong psychological number that if it does happen to be there below 199, so we'll see a nice, by then we'll probably have seen a nice run to the upside on different things. So keep those targets fresh in your mind, and have a nice trading day. See you tomorrow.